Alright, we are and living color. Perfect. Well, welcome back. Or first time. I just got off work again and gotta go for another stream. Well, right? Got some equipment, may as well put it to good use. And yeah. So don't know what I'm gonna play yet, but probably back to this game I played yesterday. Supermarket, not supermarket, Mega Mart Simulator. Maybe some Pokemon. See how I'm feeling. Kind of Pokemon I wanna. Why am I so green? Anyway, kind of Pokemon I wanna go to. More for like a longer stream. I want something chill too. I have a cut on my forehead. What's going on? Fall apart, guys. Old age will do that too. Hope everyone's doing good. And yeah, just have a chill time today. You know, just, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some laughs. I'm gonna make some dumb mistakes. I'm gonna continue being green. I gotta figure out how to fix that, but that's for another day, another time. And yeah. So, hang out for a bit. Let's look. Am I gonna be that guy? Or shades inside? Now I can see why people say I should be a cop. I look like a mall cop. Why do I have two shades? Where does those ones come from? I don't know anymore. Yeah. Well, you can remember them. Oh, it's all dirty. Should wear socks, honestly. Who knows what's crawling on this floor? Yeah. I'm still deciding what I want to do as far as being a streamer goes. Like, do I just want to focus on like one style of game? Do I want to just play a bunch of different stuff? Just do what I like to do? And whoever wants to watch and shenanigan with me can shenanigan and again and again. Yeah. I'm just, maybe. Not what I wanted open. That. Then. What's that? Gameplay should work now. Maybe. Yeah, cool. little shameless plug here. Maybe. Oops. What am I doing? Oh, there we go.
Right.
Right. One last thing I need to do here is just play the game. Learn what I'm doing. Anyway, it's going to my store here. I like to do a daily tour for people that haven't seen it before. Especially if you haven't seen the game yet. To me, something playing in the background. Don't like that. Okay, so in the store. So I did a lot of organizing yesterday. It was all over the place, but I kind of condensed it a little bit better. I had sports like over here with the toys and groceries over there where the sports were, and we can do better. Always do better. Um, we got my plushies here. I'm also food related, including the sheep. People eat sheep. Don't judge me. We got some sports stuff. We got the soccer stuff here. We got like your cricket, your whatever balls, um, bows. This is like your outdoor camping stuff. And if you move over here, we got the candy right next to the door. The candy that looks like performance enhancement drugs and pills, but that's promise you that it's not. We got the clothing section over here. Um, its own little square of clothes. Definitely not a trap. Here's where I put the grocery items. Still a little small in the grocery section. I gotta expend more of that. Um, bakery, real nice setup on the bakery here. So, I got everything situated here for the baker, the freezer, and the fridge section. And then newly acquired up here, I finally expanded upstairs a little bit. So we got a little bit of electronic section going on here. Yeah. I'm kind of short on some money, so I'm gonna order some of this stuff. I wonder where my money went. Someone's stealing from me. I bet you one of my employees are stealing from me. I just hate when employees steal from you. Probably this guy. The hand truck's outside. Perfect. Let's get some of this stuff stocked up. A little bit of cash. The rugby balls, which the longest time I was calling them footballs. This takes place in the UK, not America. Yeah, so I'm thinking what I want to do next, probably spend more on the electronics for a little bit. When I get a lot of stuff, like I mean a lot of stuff, I can utilize the warehouse more, get some warehouse racks, get some more pallets, like forklifts. Then I can start just doing a bunch of orders out back. couple of those. It's gonna be a good time. I out of anything here. I am. I'm out of rice. Rice, baby. Off of the clothes. Not that sure. Not that. Oh, I'm out of a lot of stuff. Holy. Um. So it shouldn't take too long for me to be able to get the money to buy this stuff. Wait, actually, some stuff over here too. I needed 2 of those. Okay, I'm gonna need one. I'm gonna need like another 1,000. So yeah, these guys need to hurry up and buy some big items here. Then when that's expanded enough, I may put like another register up there, maybe a self checkout up there. Let's see how that works. And almost the keyboards kind of. This stuff's going well. Going down the up escalator, don't mind me. Did I already buy the license? I did. I just need to get the shelves, the electronic tables for this. Oh, that's what I spent all my money on yesterday. $400 more. Come on. Come on. That's only 178, sir. I expect me to survive off that. This is peak management. You gotta look over everyone's shoulders, make sure they're not stealing from you. Okay. Ooh. Still not enough. Oh, shame. Wow. Really taking their time here, aren't they? Guys, seriously, you all had to line up at the same one. If you each took your own, you'd all be done at the same time. Really, ma'am. You don't. Where'd it go? Oh yeah. As the great macho man Randy Savage once said, "Oh yeah." Am I still on? Hold on. Deep from Wal-Mart. Gotta update my title and my category. Mega Mart. Right. Mega Store. Yeah. Come on, lazy bums. Get to work. Come on, these boxes ain't gonna stock themselves. There ain't no boxes to load. All these stalkers and all they do is complain. No, it's like everything else. I'm probably out of everything else. Both those are fine. Candy's fine. Those. Get that. Don't know if I got that already. Order up. Is my truck here yet? Wow, my stalkers are working. That's insane. It's like the only way to get them to work is order 200,000 items. Beautiful. Breezy cover girl. What did I get? What do you mean, what did I get? Like, oh, I just restocked the store, but I did do some stuff up here now. So we got some electronic stuff going on here. We got keyboard section, mice, some stuff here. So I'm slowly upgrading the upstairs a little bit. Everything else is the same that you saw it. There are no boxes for restocking. You too, huh? Bums! I got bums for workers. Little do they know I'm about to cut their wages in half for doing nothing. You get paid for the work that you put in. They do half work, they get half the pay. That's how it works here. We both know that is not true. Not in most places, no. But here, in this establishment, that's how it goes. Man, can't you see? I'm stocking some stuff here. So rude. People just walk in front of you like that. Is this how they do it here and wherever this is located? Meet kids. 2,600 for smartphones. Guess I'll buy a pack of smartphones. Electronics are expensive. Come on, chop chop. I'm gonna go up the down escalator. Okay. Smartphones here. The not iPhones. Let's do this. 400 or 50. 450's that's how much iPhones cost, right? $450. I am acknowledging you. I understand you have a ramen addiction. I don't know what you want me to do about it. And also, you're not Roman Reigns, not the tribal chief. Eat it. It is, but when you're going through like 5 to 6 ramens a day, iPhones cost more than 450. Well, not here. I guess these are probably Androids then, not iPhones. Sir, what you buying the whole freaking store? Well, then it's a Google Pixel phone. Yeah. The market price is 281. It's 43% above the market price. So I don't think I can afford maybe other stuff and pay my employees because I do have to pay them, I guess. Okay, so look at the bakery stuff. What are these? Gonna get more ramen. Okay, have fun. Okay, have fun. It's weird I didn't see a question mark there. Like, can I use your card to get ramen? It's I'm gonna go get more ramen with your card. Yeah. Let's open her up, boys. Okay, I also felt like I was gonna pass out during work. Okay, we don't. I tried so hard not to get anything from DoorDash, but I didn't eat anything all day, and I was like starting to get tunnel vision. Really, guys? Really? What do you guys think you are doing? Come on. Yep, that's right. Do your job. This is why you guys are getting a pay cut. The baker, they're gonna get the extra money that you guys are losing. I ran into a wall. Jump off a bridge. In game. Well, we're about to have some beef. But yes, you can get beef as well. You can get whatever ramen you feel like getting. Oh, I love the sound of money entering my pockets. Everything is expensive. Give me a little time and I can get it. I can get it out. Get what out? Cash from my pocket? No, you can't, ma'am. I think she's entitled to my hard earnings. Insane. What was I looking up here? Almost like keyboards. Oh, something about a smartphone. I deserve it. Hmm. Sure, babe. Dude, no one wants the plushies. They're so adorable. See, this guy gets it. He wants the beer drinking frog. Sir, no boundaries. How much is the next tab is 3,000 to buy? Comes to 14 of them though. I gotta so many sports things I have to buy. Everything's so expensive. Freezer's looking good. Yes, I have the ice cream next to the beef. Let's not talk about it. I almost can afford the tablets. And let's give my lazy bum something to do. And do more sales, and I can tablets. Okay. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it before I change my mind. Don't look. Eh. Tablets. Sir, what are you doing up here? There's nothing up here that you need to put up here. Oh, never mind, do your thing. Okay. These are gonna be. Oh. Also 450. Are tablets normally the same price as a smartphone? Like just regular tablets? Weird. Money just vanished from my pocket. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly like how I picture you right now. After getting ramen with my money. It's crazy. Um, some of bows, burners. My dad brought me food, so I'm gonna take a quick pivot here. Um, whoa, that's me on screen. No one wants to see that. Um, there was something I wanted to. Wait, I wanted to go back to this video that I tried watching yesterday, but he told me not to. What is this called? 15 animals that can live after death. Why does that look like a spider? That's the craziest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Can you hear it? Oh, right. Hold on. Hold on. I have to fix it. There we go.
Frogs. Various different species of animals have developed ways to survive the environments that they live in. There's one type of wood frog known as the Rana slavatica that can virtually die for several weeks before coming back to life. They of course live in and around ponds and regions of water, but when winter comes, these places are prone to freezing. Frogs can't stay underneath the layer of ice like fish do because they still need to breathe, but in the case of the Rana slavatica, all of the water in their bodies begins.
That's not interesting to me. See what they got going here. Not the lobster in the pot.
The swimming pool of death should be too dangerous to exist, but yet people still swim here. Infinity pools on the edge of Earth. Wave pools creating artificial tsunamis. Here are the top 15 most scary swimming pools in the world. Number 15, the Marina Bay Sands Rooftop Infinity Pool, Singapore. This incredible 478-foot-long infinity pool at the Marina Bay Sands Hotel in Singapore is part of the complex Sky Park that connects the roofs of the three buildings. Made of 422,000 pounds of stainless steel and containing 380,000 gallons of water, the engineering required to build this pool...
It was going to be frogs for like one more second, okay? I'll go back to the video after this.
...would be impressive anywhere in the world. But what makes this one more frightening than any other is that its edge is right up against the side of the Sky Park, and on the other side is a 656-foot drop to the ground. It definitely makes for some incredible views from the water, but if you don't have a head for heights, then swimming up to the side will have your heart pounding. Even more unnerving is the fact that the pool had to be designed to accommodate the natural swaying of the buildings that it's on top of, and can actually move by as much as 19.6 inches because of poor movement.
That's terrifying. I could never swim in a pool hanging off the edge like that. Like, what?
Joints within the pool structure. Furthermore, when the buildings continue to settle into the ground long after they've been built, the pool is held up by 500 custom jacks, which can be continually adjusted to ensure it remains flat, even if three buildings move at different speeds. Number 14, Crocosaurus Cove, Australia.
See, this is what Australia's got going on. Australia's some freaky people. You got a pool where you just swim with with a crocodile like this?
Crocosaurus Cove in Darwin, Australia is home to the largest display of Australian reptiles and fish in the world. There are barramundi, archerfish, whiprays, turtles, and of course...
This dude's literally trying to break through the glass and eat them. Like, this crocodile is trying to eat them for dinner.
Crocodiles. And it's these that live in what's arguably the scariest pool in the world. It's here that if you're feeling brave enough, you can go cage diving with the crocs. But even though you're surrounded by a toughened perspex tube known as the Cage of Death, the sight of an 18-foot-long reptile coming at you with its 66 sharp teeth is sure to inflict a sense of dread on anyone. Cage diving is, of course, a popular activity around the world with various different species, but these crocs are on a whole different level. They're capable of biting with a force of 38,800 newtons, and to put this into perspective, the bite force of a great white shark or a lion is just 2,700 newtons. If you were in a pool without protection, you'd certainly be victim to this crocodilian brutality.
They're feeding them. Yeah, these people are their food. Also, apparently, these crocodiles have a bigger bite force than a great white? That's insane.
But the question is, would you trust the perspex to guarantee you're protected from it?
No, I wouldn't.
Number 13, Market Square Tower, Houston. Market Square Tower in Houston, Texas is a 500-foot-tall, 40-story luxury apartment block that offers residents a range of incredible amenities, such as an indoor basketball court, a movie theater, a virtual golf simulator, and plenty more. But the thing that truly makes this building stand out above the rest is its death-defying swimming pool. Located on the top floor next to one of the penthouses, all residents have access to it, but not all of them make use of this privilege. That's because the pool has an infinity edge, which goes up against the side of the building and looks out across Houston. And to make...
So, you mean to tell me this pool is, like, transparent? So this dude's walking off the building.
Things even more surreal, there's part of the pool that juts out over the edge of the roof that has a transparent floor. You can therefore swim above the street while looking down at vehicles, creating the most bizarre and frightening experience you can ever have in a pool. Number 12, Tokyo Summerland.
Oh, this looks fun.
Tokyo Summerland is a water park in Tokyo, Japan, that has been offering residents and visitors the chance to cool off in the range of pools and slides ever since it first opened in 1967. It has an amazing lazy river, hot tubs, and countless themed areas, and is one of the largest places like this in Japan, aiming to allow guests to enjoy the fun of summer no matter what the weather's like outside. One of the most popular places at the water park is the indoor pool, a powerful wave machine, and it's often filled with a large number of...
That's too many people in one pool. Like, someone's gonna get hurt.
...people through the year. Sometimes, though, it gets more packed than you'd ever believe, seemingly with no safety limits of how many people can be squeezed in. That doesn't become
fun anymore when you have all these people. It's like you're at this point, it's like you're in a concert. Like looks like people at a festival and a band's performing and they're just jumping around.
This leads to the bizarre images of people swimming in the pool in such tight confines that you can't actually see any water.
No swimming going
and it's
on.
only the fact that everyone's wearing swimming costumes, holding rubber rings, and bobbing up and down that you'd believe it was truly a swimming pool. Just imagine if an accident happened here. There'd be no chance of receiving assistance whatsoever. Number 11, Murmansk, Russia. Murmansk in Russia is a city that's in the far northwest part of the country, just 67 miles from the border with Norway, and being located 2 degrees inside of the Arctic Circle. You can just imagine how cold it gets. Usually it gets no warmer than 17 degrees Fahrenheit at the peak of summer, and temperatures can plummet to below negative 13.2 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter. So this is one of the last places you'd expect to find an outdoor swimming pool, but it's actually where the annual Ice Swimming World Championships are held. In 2019, 400 swimmers from across 34 countries descended upon the city, where an opening was cut from the ice of Lake Semonovskoye with a chainsaw specifically for the event. Competitors swim 40 lengths of the 82-foot-long pool and aren't allowed to wear wetsuits or any form of clothing other than traditional swimwear, meaning that they're directly exposed to water that can be as cold as 41 degrees Fahrenheit, with wind temperatures far lower than that. Anyone who takes part risks hypothermia, cold shock, asthma, and excessive shivering, which surely makes you ask the question, why is this even necessary? Number 10, the Shuyian Water Park. The Yulong Shuyian Water Park in the northwest of China opened in 2015 to great fanfare because it offered locals the chance to swim in a variety of different pools in a region that's notoriously vulnerable to drought.
Look at this Cartoon Network themed. Are you old enough to get these references, by the way? Are you old enough to see what these are? I'm just curious. Were you around when Cartoon Network had good cartoons? Russia's giving people asthma. You're secretly from Russia. Oh, some cool stuff. You got Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Mojo Jojo, Ben 10. I think that's what that is. Can I picture anything? Can I see anything else? I think that's about it, right? As far as the characters go. Oh, this is Johnny Test? What is that back there? It's cool.
Drought and water shortages. It soon became a favorite destination and had 500,000 visitors per year. But something happened in 2019 that showed how far the operators pushed the technology at their disposal and will surely make people question whether they'll ever visit again. One of the most popular pools was one with a wave machine, and it would often be full of people floating up and down on the calm waves that were being formed. On one fateful day, however, something went wrong with the machinery, and it produced a gigantic wave, far beyond what the pool itself was designed for. And it sent people flying in the air and crashing into the hard floor. There were countless injuries, such as broken bones and bloodied faces, all supposedly because one of the computers in the control room had malfunctioned.
Malfunctioned. I'm surprised you knew Courage. Courage was like super scary for when you're like a kid.
Number 9. The Intercontinental, Dubai Festival City. The Intercontinental Hotel in Dubai is in the city's Festival City region, just a few minutes walk from the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, and its structure was based on the design of the boats that can usually be seen sailing in the nearby harbor. As you'd expect from a luxury hotel in Dubai, the Intercontinental has virtually everything you can think of, such as direct access to one of the most exclusive malls in the city, use of spas and saunas, and even the ability to hire a camel ride from the hotel lobby. For those feeling brave, however, there's a fitness center on the top floor, and the 82-foot-long swimming pool offers you views of Dubai like no other. That's because as you reach one end, you realize that it actually extends out beyond the edge of the rooftop terrace and has a glass bottom to it. As you're doing your laps, you might just
we'll make our own vacation.
See another guest leaving on their camel, who'll probably be looking back up at you thinking how bizarre it is. We are constantly adding more people to the Top 5's production team to bring you all the best content. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on and hit the like button. Number 8. The Pool of Death, Hawaii. Well, at first, Hawaii's Pool of Death might seem like...
I'm sorry, the Pool of Death? Who's willingly going to go into the Pool of Death?
A picturesque place to take a dip, but if you're there at the wrong time, you'll soon learn why it's got its name. It's a naturally formed sinkhole on the island of Kauai, and it seems quite inviting. But the tidal forces at work here have caught countless people off guard over the years. In a flash, the calm waters can suddenly become filled with huge waves. But the real danger comes from the rapidly changing level of the water. At the moment you decide to jump in, it could be just a few feet to the surface. But when you're in midair, the water can drain out so low that you'll have nowhere to go apart from landing on the rocks.
Oh.
It's said that no locals have ever been injured here, mainly because they know better than to act recklessly around the coast. But every few years, a tourist falls foul of the unpredictable tide and severely hurts themselves on the volcanic rock. If you're in the region, it's definitely worth visiting yourself, but make sure to take extreme caution if you plan on getting in the water. Number 7. The Homestead Resort, Utah. The Homestead Resort is a luxurious getaway in Utah and was opened around the site of a place called The Crater, which is a natural geothermic hot spring within a dark cavern. Thought to be at least 10,000 years old, the water is a constant 90 degrees and is 55 feet deep. At least 135,000 gallons of water are thought to pump through the pool each day, which is why the water remains so clear. And this has led to its development as a scuba diving and swimming destination. A tunnel has been dug for easy access to the site, and a wooden platform gives swimmers a way to easily enter and exit the pool. The problem is, this doesn't exactly make this natural formation any safer, and there's always a degree of risk involved with swimming in a place like this. In 2011, for example, a man died there after attempting a free dive, and as well as there being no lifeguard present to offer assistance, the route out of the crater is complicated and not well designed for an emergency evacuation. It essentially means that if you get into trouble in the pool, then you're on your own. And by that point, you'll definitely wish you had chosen to swim somewhere else instead. Number 6. Hotel Unique, Sao Paulo.
Hotel Unique.
The Hotel Unique in Sao Paulo certainly lives up to its name. From the moment you see its ship-shaped structure, you know that this isn't a hotel like anywhere else. And the more you explore what it has to offer, the stranger things become. The main event, however, can be found on its roof, where there's a massive bar that serves virtually every drink you could ever think of. Next to the bar is the swimming pool, and this one's as unique as everything else. Instead of having blue tiles to give the water a typical azure blue you'd expect from a pool, this one has red tiles that makes the water look like a deep crimson color. At first, this might seem novel and fun, but it's actually quite dangerous to swim in a pool like this. Because we're all so used to swimming in blue pools, our ability to determine depth from looking at it, and our orientation when you're in the water is severely compromised, meaning there's a good chance you'll either hit the bottom or swim at top speed into the wall. When you add alcohol into the mix at nighttime, then things can become surprisingly dangerous. Number 5. Grand Wailea Resort, Hawaii.
Oh great, another one in Hawaii.
You might think you've seen every invention that can be added to a swimming pool, but just wait till you see what they have at the Grand Wailea Resort in Hawaii. As proof that innovation isn't always exactly a great thing, and that it can lead to dangerous-looking additions, the main pool is the only one in the world to have something that's completely unnecessary: an elevator. The entire pool complex is impressive, even for one on a tropical island. There are
How does one put an elevator into a pool?
water slides, rapids, a rope swing, and cabanas for those looking to relax. But all of this means that the pools had to be built at different heights. Instead of climbing stairs to go between them, the developers came up with a novel way of going from pool to pool, which involves swimming into a confined cave-like structure, sitting down on the circular device, and then waiting for it to activate. It begins to slowly spin, and after a couple of minutes, you're at the top and ready to go down a slide. Luckily, the mechanism behind it is thoroughly checked every night, because if something went wrong with it, the combination of water, height, and electricity would surely be a dangerous mix.
Yeah.
Number 4. Golden Nugget, Las Vegas.
Ooh.
Las Vegas is
there we
known
go.
for being one of the best
Like
adult
that,
playgrounds in the world. And if you're looking for a scary swimming pool experience like no other, then you'll need to visit the Golden Nugget. Known as the
Golden
Tank,
Nugget.
it cost $30 million to install and is built across 3 stories that are surrounded by private cabanas for hire. What makes it special and terrifying is that in the middle of the pool is a 200,000-gallon aquarium that's full of deadly sharks. And you can actually ride a water slide that goes straight through it. It's one thing seeing sharks, but it's a completely different level of fear being close to them in their natural environment with only a thin perspex tube separating you. Would you dare go down on this slide? How could it possibly be guaranteed that it's absolutely safe? Number 3. Hanging
You've been to Golden Nugget. Did you go through that water slide through the shark infested waters?
Gardens of Bali. The Hanging Gardens of Bali is a stunning resort that's located between the Ayong River and the Dalam Sagara Temple in Bali. Designed to make you feel at one with nature, all of the structures are built within a virtually untouched rainforest, and you're almost guaranteed to see monkeys and other local wildlife taking as much of an interest in you as you are in them. A place like this needs an astonishing swimming pool, and they definitely don't fail to deliver, even though it might feel somewhat dangerous if you're in the water. The reason for this is that it's an infinity pool, which means there's no pool slide or lip along one edge, and this just so happens to be the edge of the pool that's up against a cliff face and looks out across the valley that the resort is built next to. From the water, you can look over and see the vertical drop of hundreds of feet to the valley floor, and it seems all too easy to accidentally fall over. Luckily, no one has ever been injured in the pool, but that doesn't stop it from seeing an accident that's waiting to happen. Number 2. Deep Joy, Italy. How deep is the deepest swimming pool you've ever been to? There are quite a few facilities around the world that have super deep pools, which were designed for use by scuba divers who are training for particularly deep depths, and even astronauts.
I'm gonna predict this pool is 50 feet deep.
And while it isn't the deepest in the world anymore, Deep Joy in Italy is still one of the most frightening pools on Earth. Submerging to more than 131 feet, it's the
131 feet is insane.
equivalent to the height of a 14-story building and contains an astonishing 1.1 million gallons of water. Within it are caves and ledges, so even if you don't swim to its deepest point, there are things for you to do. And there's even a viewing tunnel and
There are things for you to do. Yeah, you can play some poker down there. Maybe just like grab a bite with some friends, go sightseeing. What do you mean there's stuff to do down there to tunnel?
underwater panels so that those who don't want to get wet can see what's happening beneath the surface while drinking a cup of coffee. Deep Joy is so deep that divers have to take precautions to avoid suffering from decompression sickness, and there are always safety divers on hand just in case anyone finds themselves in difficulty. Even with these safeguards, only certain people are even allowed to get in the water in the first place to prevent any careless injuries. Number 1. Devil's Pool, Victoria Falls.
Yeah. Hey babe, you wanna go to Devil's Pool?
Even though it's a natural formation, the Devil's Pool is undoubtedly the scariest and most dangerous swimming pool in the world. and one that definitely shouldn't exist. It's on the edge of the Victoria Falls in Zambia, and is the precise part of a waterfall that you typically would do everything you could to avoid swimming in. Somehow, though, someone found that there's an underwater ledge just before the drop-off, which creates a region of slow-moving water that's the perfect size for a group of people to sit in, almost as if it were a natural hot tub. You can't see its location until you're in the water, so you have to take it on faith that you'll find it before going over the edge. It's also fraught with risk, because one wrong move will almost certainly lead to your death. But it's probably this danger, along with the simply stunning views, that makes the Devil's Pool such a popular place.
What, like, why do people do this? Like,
For tourists to visit. If you do ever go, make sure you have a local guide with you who knows the area, because the last thing you'd want is to be searching for the ledge of the wrong part of the waterfall. Subscribe to...
it's crazy. Back to the frogs.
This rare species of frog is able to die for several weeks. Various different species of animals have developed ways to survive the environments that they live in. There's one type of wood frog known as the Rana slavatica that can virtually die for several weeks before coming back to life. They of course live in and around ponds and regions of water, but when winter comes, these places are prone to freezing. Frogs can't stay underneath the layer of ice like fish do, because they still need to breathe. But in the case of the Rana slavatica, all of the water in their bodies begins to freeze too. Soon they become a frozen frogsicle, with more than 2/3 of the moisture in their bodies is frozen solid, which also causes them to stop breathing and their hearts to stop beating. Amazingly, however, when the water begins to warm up, they thaw out and come back to life once more. It's an amazing form of winter hibernation, and is possible because of an antifreeze-like chemical in their bloodstream that ensures...
Like, so does that mean they just never die? Like, they have like a defense mechanism to where if they're about to die, they just like freeze into a little icicle, fake their death, and then when it warms back up, they just like, ha, just kidding.
They have just enough energy in reserve to be able to re-emerge when the time is right. Number 13. Cockroach. Cockroaches are renowned for their ability to survive some of the most extreme events on Earth, with some specimens even being found alive in the ground next to the Chernobyl nuclear power plant after the disaster. But apart from withstanding conditions that would kill virtually every other creature on Earth, their unique physiology means that even if they're injured in a way that you would think would kill them, they remain very much alive. The reason for this is that they have an open circulatory system and actually breathe through holes within different segments of their bodies. This means that even if their heads are completely detached, they still keep moving for several more weeks. Eventually, though, they will die from their injury, not because they're unable to breathe, but because without a mouth they're unable to drink or feed, and will succumb to their thirst. Number 12. Turtles. If you watch enough wildlife documentaries, you'll surely have seen the stories of how difficult a life turtles face from the moment they are born.
Turtles.
But it turns out that some of them are far more resilient than you might expect. Snapping turtles, which are a species native to the coasts around North America, are full of surprises, like their powerful bites. But it's their ability...
Look at that neck. This dude has a neck. Holy.
to live after death that's most unexpected of all. Even once their heads have been removed, their hearts can continue to beat for hundreds and even thousands of hours. And while this sounds strange, there's a good reason for it. In the wild, turtles will spend a long amount of
What is that? That's something out of a horror movie.
Time beneath the surface of the water, and when they are, their bodies don't receive any oxygen or nutrients from the head. It's therefore quite normal for the heart to function independently, which is made possible by the presence of pacemaker cells that take over control when signals aren't being sent from the brainstem. Furthermore, they're also able to absorb oxygen through their bodies, which means that you might well see on some occasions a turtle swimming in the water days after its head has been bitten off by a predator. Number 11. Jellyfish. Most jellies that you find in the ocean have a relatively short lifespan. It may only be...
I'm still convinced jellyfish are not real creatures and they're just like fictional, mythological beings, because like these things are the craziest looking things and I've never seen one.
Alive for just a few weeks or months to give them the opportunity to breed. There's one though called the Turritopsis dorni, which because of their unique life cycles are often called the immortal jellyfish. To understand how this is possible, you first need to know a little bit about the stages of their development. When they're first born from an egg, they enter their larval stage, which is known as the planula. When the time is right, they will attach themselves onto a stable surface and begin turning into a polyp, which looks somewhat like a tube with a mouth at one end.
Can we agree these aren't real words? Planula? A polyp? Like, these aren't...
foot that keeps them held tight onto an object at the other.
You've held a jellyfish
As they
before.
grow, they begin to develop a colony of polyps around them. And once this is large enough, they transform into their adult stage, which is the jellyfish. What's unusual, however, is that the Turritopsis dohrnii can reverse this process. Once they're an adult, if they encounter an extreme problem like a complete lack of food or a serious injury, they can revert back into the polyp stage and start the cycle again. It's not known if there's a limit to how often each individual can do this, but in theory, it means that there could some be alive that have been around for many thousands of years. Number 10. Salamander. Salamanders are a species of amphibians that live in regions across the world and are easily identified by their blunt snouts, short limbs, and often vivid colorations. Living in environments that have a large number of predators, they have developed a unique trait that allows them to survive most attacks: the way that they can regenerate virtually any part of their body. This happens because of the presence of macrophage immune cells, which arrive at the site of an injury and immediately begin growing a replacement, whereas in other animals they would usually just form scar tissue. Incredibly, this process works for completely severed limbs and even for vital organs that have been partially removed, meaning that salamanders are able to overcome...
Isn't it like all lizards? Aren't all lizards able to regenerate their limbs?
...injuries that would prove to be fatal for any other animal. So effective is this system that researchers have for a long time been investigating whether similar principles can be used in medicine to help people overcome serious injuries too. Number 9. Chickens. Chickens might seem like any other bird, but there have been numerous studies that show that they can live for a long time after their heads have been removed. But all is not quite as it seems. The most famous example of this was Mike the chicken, a Wyandotte chicken that had been decapitated by a farmer in 1945 for dinner one night. The chicken had other ideas, though, and continued to run around the farm for the next 18 months, seemingly unaware that it was missing such a vital organ. This wasn't a one-off.
I'm telling you, if I saw that in real life, a chicken running around with its head off, with its head cut off, I'm leaving the state. I'm leaving the country. You'll never see me again.
And similar events are commonly reported, but rather than having a death-defying ability, this happens because of the physiological structure of the birds. In reality, only the back part of their heads contain their brains, and most of the signals that are sent to their bodies for everyday functions originate in their brainstems. It is therefore possible to remove their heads but leave enough of their brainstem intact to function normally.
Okay, paused. Better hurry back, though. Oh, I always forgot her BRBs are like an hour long. Oh,
And as long as you don't sever a critical artery, they can continue to live for a surprisingly long time. Of course, without a mouth, they're unable to eat and would normally die of thirst or starvation within a matter of days. But in Mike's case, the farmer decided to care for him and fed him a mixture of milk and water with an eyedropper that he used to put droplets at the top of the chicken's throat. We are constantly adding more people to the Top 5's production team to bring you all the best content. Ocean quahogs are a species of clam that's native to the northern Atlantic Ocean and are a popular delicacy in most of the countries that they live. Those that aren't caught and cooked, however, have an uncanny ability to live for much longer than you would normally expect. In 2006, scientists in Iceland were surveying the creatures and killed one that was later named Ming as a part of their study. They realized they had made a mistake when they looked inside, though, because they found out that Ming was at least 507 years old. But how could a clam live for so long? The answer is thought to be to do with the animal's cell structure. Usually, the molecules that contain oxygen in an animal's body actually react with cell membranes and produce molecules that damage other parts of the cell. But in ocean quahogs, the cell membranes appear to be impervious to this effect, which means that their cells hardly age or deteriorate at all, and allows them to reach ages far beyond most other creatures. Number 7. Squid. Squids are a type of cephalopod found in most oceans around the world, and just like other creatures that are closely related to them, only some of their movements and behaviors are controlled by their brains. Their tentacles are actually so complex that they contain neurons of their own, which means that they function independently of the rest of the animal, and this can lead to some very peculiar effects. The most famous is a delicacy that's popular in Japan, known as the dancing squid. A bowl is served, usually containing soup or rice, and on top of it is a fresh squid that has had his head removed. It sits there motionless, but then you pour soy sauce over it. The salt in the liquid stimulates the neurons in the tentacles, and the entire body comes back to life and begins to seemingly dance across the dish. Of course, the squid isn't coming back to life, and this is just a chemical reaction that's taking place. But it's a bizarre sight to see, and it's no wonder that the novelty value means it's a highly sought-after meal.
What do you mean highly sought after? Who's eating that? That's worse than just like sushi, because that's actually alive. I don't care what they say. That thing's dancing on my plate.
Number 6. Bees. Bees are one of the most important insects in the world, responsible for pollinating some of the most commonly...
Bees are one of the most important insects to our human nature.
Grown crops that we rely upon. But we all know that if you get too close or make one think you're going to damage the hive, they won't think twice about stinging you and injecting you with venom. Due to the way their stingers are attached to them, this process causes extreme damage to their internal organs and causes the bee to die. Did you know, though, if a bee dies from other causes, that they're still able to inflict pain with their stingers? This is because the bodies of insects are far more decentralized than our own. And even if they lose their heads, plenty of other functions still work as if they were alive. The stinger, for example, automatically injects venom when it's pressed up against something. So if you make contact with one, even after the bee is long dead, then it will still hurt just as bad as if it had been alive. The lesson here is that if you ever see a bee on the floor, you should approach it with caution. Number 5. Worms. We've all heard the claims that if you cut a worm in half, then it'll turn into two separate worms. But this isn't exactly true. Sometimes parts of their bodies can recover, but it won't result in two different individuals, and it's actually quite a cruel thing to do to them. There's one species that's the exception to the rule, however, and that's the planaria, which is a type of flatworm. You can actually cut them into several pieces, and each one will grow back into a hole. And while this has been known for a long time, it was only recently that researchers found the process behind it. There are some cells in their bodies which are distributed throughout and contain a specific gene called T-span1. If another cell without this gene is destroyed for whatever reason, one of these special cells will immediately go to the site and replace it. In experiments, it's been shown that not only does this occur in response to losing parts of their bodies, but also to replace internal cells that have been damaged in other ways, such as by exposure to radiation. Since this discovery, it's a species that's being intensively researched to try to isolate the cells and see if it's possible to use them in treatment therapies for people. Number 4. Snake. There are more than 3,600 species of snake in the world, 600 of which are venomous enough to pose a threat to humans. So it's no surprise that in regions where they live, people take whatever steps they can to prevent them from biting anyone. There are plenty of people who simply catch the serpents and release them far away from where anyone lives, but the alternative is to kill them on the spot by cutting off their heads. While this might seem like it immediately prevents the snake from biting you, you might be surprised to learn that snakeheads can actually keep biting for several hours later. In 2014, it was reported that a chef in China died after severing the head of a cobra while preparing cobra soup and was bitten by it. There are often a number of similar cases every year.
Honestly, what a great way to go. You're making cobra soup. You cut the head off and they still take you with it. Like, that snake was not going down without a fight.
The reason this happens is that a venomous snake's bite is often a reflex reaction to protect themselves from danger, and one that isn't necessarily consciously controlled. Cold-blooded animals can retain their reflexes for several hours after death, and this is just another example of this. Their bodies too can still rise up from the ground in a menacing stance even without a head, and have been seen striking towards people despite having nothing to attack them with.
Oh, it just bit itself. Wow.
Oh, that snake just bit itself. It's like when a dog chases its tail and then it bites its own tail.
Number 3. Flies. Flies are some of the most annoying insects that we ever encounter, whether it's from following us around outside to buzzing around our homes. But it seems they enjoy bugging us so much that they've even developed ways to overcome death, which would explain why no matter how often you try to swat one with newspaper, they always seem to escape. The first method is their ability to endure freezing cold conditions. When the temperature drops too low, they enter a state similar to hibernation, but are able to come back to life as soon as it's warmed up. This is actually a technique magicians use to make it appear as if they're bringing a dead fly back to life. And it's an important way for the insects to survive in the wild.
Oh, it's like the frogs. That's not fun. They can do it too. It's much cooler when the frogs do it.
Even stranger, though, is what happens if a female fly loses her head. She will stay alive for several days and even start behaving more coherently. They can continue to fly and walk on surfaces, correct their position, even if they're upside down, and can even still track down food sources. Number 2. Hydra. If you have an aquarium, you may well be familiar with hydras, which are very similar to the polyp stage of a jellyfish, and are essentially tube-like creatures that have a mouth at one end and an appendage at the other that's used to hold on to objects. They live in freshwater rivers and ponds and use their tentacles to catch any small prey that swims past. What's unique about these creatures is that they don't actually seem to age at all, and instead have stem cells that continuously regenerate. This is thought to happen because of the presence of FOXO genes that regulate the lifespan of cells, but are in such high quantities in a hydra that they allow the cells to repair themselves.
Hail Hydra? So this is what took over Captain America?
As much as they need. Number 1. Tardigrade.
What is that thing? That thing looks like a fetus.
While tardigrades don't technically continue living after they've died, they're such an incredibly resilient creature that they instead continue living well beyond the stage when they should have died. Also known as water bears, they are microscopic creatures that have been found in just about every environment you can think of on Earth. They can survive in the most hostile of conditions, such as under extreme pressures and temperatures, and even the vacuum of space, usually growing to less than 2/100ths of an inch long. They have various different forms that are better suited to specific conditions, but they all share the ability to surround themselves in a protective husk that can protect them from virtually anything. Even more impressive is the way they can stay in this state of stasis for decades before emerging again, meaning that when our planet is finally destroyed by a meteor or by the death of the sun, it's likely that tardigrades will be the only things left.
If I saw that thing in real life, I'm leaving the country. That's the scariest thing ever. Like, what is that? It's like a hippo without a head. Like, what the heck? That's crazy. Oh. Again, that's on your end, not mine. I'm gonna die on that hill. Oh, my truck is here. So next thing I need to save up for is the Pro Tablets Pineapple. Oh, so these are Apple products. Well, pineapple products. $4,200. Oh, out of gum. Pants. Boots and pants. No boots though. We don't sell boots. The monkey or the shoe. Have a nice day, guys. Take care. Have a safe walk. This pole's in my way. Grape gum. Now I'm out of the berry gum. May as well get the lemon as well. A pair of the shoes. Um, Yeah, I may be able to afford it. We'll see how much money I have going into the next day. Grab up some of these carrots. Actually, hold on. We'll just right to the dock. We'll full dock the carrots. And put this one out there. Open the doors. They're not potatoes. These are carrots. These are carrots. Carrot. See? Carrot. My bad. Not see carrot. See carrot. I just need like math. 600 more and I can afford the Pearl tablets. Cheapskate, $95. Oh, I gotta buy more clothing, which is gonna cost a lot of money. Uh, oh, almost. Hey, I can get the Pro tablets. And I'll be broke again. I think I need to get more keyboards too. Actually. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Is it psychopath behavior to go up and down escalator? I don't think so. Pretty normal behavior. Um, 550. So $100 more. Okay. Yes, it is. Tomato, potato. So next upgrade I'm gonna look for is doing probably upgrading the warehouse a little bit. What's the next upgrade for the warehouse? So I look at doing more of the upstairs. It's 6,000 for another expansion. The warehouse is 3,500. Not, but I don't sell potatoes. I don't know where you've seen potatoes. The carrots, see, they're carrots, not potatoes. Maybe I should get more grocery. My phone may look like sweet potatoes. Your phone's just having all sorts of problems, isn't it? Now it's mistaking a good vegetable for a gross vegetable. One of these days, I will have money. I'm like no good for nothing, lazy bums of employees take it all. Basically, they're picking out the cash register too, pocketing some money. What was this? Soccer balls? Excuse me. Oh my gosh. How fat is my character? How much is the next warehouse expansion? 3,500. This is why I'm poor. Cool. So next one's gonna open this up. I'll be able to get forklifts, which should hopefully make things a little easier for me. Big apple. This way. Excuse you, sir. Throwing stuff at me. The nerve. Those. Then move? Excuse me. I was there first. I'm the boss. They need to go around me. You're not the boss. Okay. You're just a store manager? What are you then? You're my interior decorator. That's what you are. I come to you for assistance with feng shui. You're not the owner. You're my interior decorator that I come to for decorating of the interior. The owner. You're the owner of my migraine is what you're the owner of. Excuse, sir, my truck is here first. Just make money that I can spend. Yeah, that doesn't make you the owner. I said that doesn't make you the owner. I said you're my interior decorator. I was mumbling. Sorry, it could be the mic. I don't know I don't know what you want from me. Let me check on my electronics up there. Hey, phones are almost gone. Radios. Okay. What's next for the warehouse? 7,000. Oh, 5,000. 5,000. That bad. And then I can get the forklift for 15 grand. What the hell? Oh, my watch died. Should get another one of these. It'll give me more money because that means more people will show up. Should I put one upstairs now? Like right here, maybe? Right there? Hmm. Actually, no, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have one next to the bakery. Oh, I hear my cat. Let's put this over here. Yeah, make people not have to walk as far to get to a checkout. Okay, to open her up. What's the next electronics upgrade? $1,200 and it looks like phone cases. It's not a bad idea. Ma'am, get on my way. What about the toys? So we got these plushies here. Grocery comes with a penis, and whatever these things are. Okay. I should just go for the warehouse upgrade. I can see what this forklift thing is all about. Ma'am? Really? Ma'am, please. Oh. Thank you. Oh my gosh, hold on, kitty. I'll be right there. Be back. I go get the kitty in my room. Such a mean boss. Why? Because they won't do anything? Oh, my mean. Kitty. The pretty kitty's here. Kitty. I can't. No, that's not my thing. Again, someone's trademarked that already. He's a good girl. She just wanted some attention. Yes, she did. But use me as a bridge. How's it looking up here? Almost have a smartphone. Ooh, let's get a radio. Let's get another smartphone here. More mics as well. No, no mics. Not gonna do a like mic. What are you taking pictures of? Really? That's what we're doing. That's good. Made you look. With these clothes, go out. I have to keep buying these stupid clothing items. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Ka-chigga, ka-chigga. I need $5,000 for the last warehouse upgrade I need. Hey, don't fall in. No. I didn't realize I ordered 2 things. Even if I get the warehouse upgrade, I still have to save up for $15,000. Oh, I'm out of toothpaste. Out of creme fraiche. I think so it's pronounced. You got some stuff going at the front, some stuff going at the back. Wait, pause. Welcome back. Okay. Let me get this warehouse upgrade for 5 G's. Which opens a second truck. Nothing out. Fake door. Loading box. Not on my watch. Pick up a pair of shoes. Ugh. Binoculars hurts. $1,500 for binoculars. Right, so I gotta save up $1,500 for a forklift. The big question is, can a forklift be used to get the higher levels of the pallets? For the racks? So I know the reach truck can, but can the forklift get up here as well? Let's find out. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I mean, getting 15,000 shouldn't be that hard. As long as I stop trying to get more upgrades and I just let the money roll in. Buy what I'm out of stock on. Let the lazy bums stock the shelves. Uh, let's get the chips. I'm out of jelly beans. Really, guys, come on, guys. Like, it's crazy the amount of work I have to do myself. How you doing over here, employee of the month? Like, look, that's how you do your job. That's how you do it. See, that's a hard-working employee right there. Guys, I swear, guys, sir, like I can see you guys back here. I'm gonna do everything around here. Wait, there's already cleats in there? Guys, please, do your job, please. Making me order things I don't need to order because you aren't stocking them. Like, holy. Store's popping though. Walmart could never imagine having people like this. You know what this place has that Walmart doesn't? Clothing, people's clothes on. Not a single person in their underwear. I'm not wrong. Like, this is more like a target than anything. Pretty kitty's back. Kitty! Kitty break. Kitty break. Hi. Kitty. You don't know what to do with your life, huh? You come bother me. Yeah. Did you see him trying to do stuff here? Are you kitty? You wanna go? You wanna go somewhere else? She wants attention, clearly. You just want attention. You want. I'm convinced that song is written about you. Yeah. It's not 31. What? What? Does no one know how to use the words? Everyone just makes noises and bumps against me and expects me to know what they want. So something. Um. Oops. Um. Bows. Soon. Get more of these. More golf clubs. Spend all my money. One thing I wanted to download here. Um, am I saying something to you? No, just mumbling to myself. Gotta get more detergent. And yeah, I need to get more of these apples. Can I do it from here? I can. You know what sucks? Out of all the apples they could have chose to put in this game, they choose Granny Smith apples. Um, well, I'm downloading another game right now. Yes, I know people like them, but those are psychopaths that like Granny Smith apples. They're good for baking, yeah, because they're tart. They're very tarty. Doesn't mean they're good though. I used to love Granny Smith apples, but God, then the Honey Crisps and the Cosmic Crisps came out. Game over. Alright, I'm getting close to the 15 Gs. Slowly but surely. I was looking up here. Pretty good. But no one's buying the tablets. No one's buying my overpriced tablets. What the heck? buy my overpriced crap. So I can buy a forklift. Every person's dream is to own a forklift. No new customers will come at night. No new customers will come at night. Coming to a movie theater near you. Stuck inside a Megamart overnight, where no new customers arrive. Let's buy more stuff that I can't afford. Taking a nap. I'm about to play a new game, a new exciting game. Also, it's not nap time, it's bedtime, if anything. Me taking a nap. Pretty sure it's both these things. We'll be back for the next game. Okay, well, it'll be done in like 10 minutes, I think. Oh, yes, they're buying the tablets. They get me on the big screen? That's a lot of pressure. Under pressure, press it down on me, press it down on me. Ma'am, you gotta watch where you're going. That truck almost ran you right over. Don't mess up. Well, let's hope not, because the next game I play, the literal fate of the world is in my hands. So. Anything I'm running out of, or already out of water. I'm getting closer to the 15 grand. Oh boy. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Ooh, at a cotton candy? Let's grab that. Um, grab this. Grab it there. 92%. Now this shift feels like a long shift. Two of those. Available. So after this shift, I will hop onto a new game. Pretty excited about it. Going down the up escalator again. Yeah, my truck. The lazy bum's in the corner again. Holy, you're tall. Everyone's taller than me though. It's okay. It's full. Getting close to the 15 grand. Much quicker than I thought I would. Um, Clothing, doing candy. Alright. These customers to hurry up and get on out of here. You can get back here. Employee of the month. Give it up for the baker, guys. Baker just stands there and does what he needs to do. Ooh. Forklift time. What we've all been waiting for. Let's take a look at this forklift, guys. I've been saying that I waited till day 75 to get. Okay. See how this works. Back up. Oh my god, I cannot control this thing to save my life. Take the pallet. Um, you do this. There we go. Which just wasn't high enough. It's cool. Let's grab the lemons. When life gives you them, what do you do with it? You crash into a wall. Perfect. This lemon plushies. Perfect. Let's grab this last pallet from here. Perfect. See? Easy. Easiest. I'm world's best forklift operator in the world. So now we're gonna pivot here. Um, let's change. My title be allow. Okay. Should be working now. Hopefully you guys see it on your end. You should. Yes, perfect. Okay. So, welcome to Quarantine Zone, the last check. Yeah, we're gonna be examining people, survivors, and hoping they're not zombies. Twitch sign in. What is this for? Okay. Sure, I don't know what that is for, but okay. Do some campaign, I guess. Ain't no zombie gonna get past me. I got the eyes of a hawk. Day one. Take the walkie-talkie. Yes, Captain. Huh? You betting that wouldn't show up? So call survivor for inspection. You can only call one person at a time. Oh, they're coming from here? Okay. Come on up. Sir, I think there's something wrong with your eyes. Especially tag the symptoms finding the service chart. Okay, so you got conjunctivitis or pink eye for people that don't know. So it's not a guarantee sickness, not a guarantee zombie, but you are sick. Huh? Can't piss in the gas tank. Okay. Off to the quarantine you go. Next. Look like you got a little bit of a tissel. Any bites on you, ma'am, that I'm not aware of? Well, your eyes are fine. Freckles, bruises. Probably a slight bruising, maybe. I mean, you're still clear. Alright, well. Look clear to me. Okay, to the survivor's block you go. Poor inspection. What did I miss? Holy. Those are some red eyes. Some bruising. You said you had no bites. Ma'am. We got some bruising. You definitely got a bite mark. With skin cuts, maybe? Yeah, well, hate to do this to you, but you're gonna go to liquidation. Have fun. They got coffee, they got donuts, you're gonna be fine. See? Have fun. Really, did that last one have to be done like that? What is on your face? Yeah, we got freckles, which isn't a symptom. Your eyes are fine, no bruising or skin tears, so you look fine. Yeah, including your soul. What's going on with your eyes there, ma'am? Ma'am. Ma'am. Conjunctivitis. Those freckles. Bruising. Skin tears. Say bruises. No, I'll say freckles. And a bite mark. Well, have fun in liquidation. Yeah. Not a death sentence. You want me to let the zombies through? Ooh, time to go to sleep after a day of killing. Oh, kitty! Oh, you can pet the kitty! Nothing better happened to that cat. Nice. Hey, I didn't admit any infected into the survivor's block. Hi, kitty. Oh, am I going again? Am I going to visit the survivors in quarantine? So the virus can look and behave differently for different people. Send survivors to quarantine to monitor their symptoms. Inspected quarantine survivors every day. If symptoms disappear, the survivor is healthy. Infected survivors will become zombies. You must clear quarantine when there is a zombie. Let's go, sir. Let's inspect you some more. Where did I mark you? I marked you for conjunctivitis. Oh, your eyes are clear now. The bruising is still kind of there. Skin cuts, I guess. So you do have skin cuts, so I'll keep you in for another day. Oh. True, true. What is this? Pulse and temperature can be indicators of infection. Use the pulsometer to check survivors' vitals, and sneezing or hiccuping may be signs of an elevated temperature or pulse. Okay, next. Okay, so we have a pulse of 165 and a temperature of 41 Celsius. Okay, so we have high temp and elevated pulse, but you do have a high temperature. That's already no good. Any bites? Anything else on you? No, is it just that? Alright, well, that alone is reason enough to, you're gonna love this place. It's called Liquidation. Wait, you were a survivor? You had 41 degrees Celsius temperature. Oh no, they were infected. Oof. Okay, that's a nasty bite. That bite's been there for a long time. So you got red eyes, you got a bite mark. And you got high temp. Oh, you are dead. You are deader than dead. Bite mark and red eyes. Off to Liquidation you go. Have fun. Holy, that pulse is high. It's not deadly high, though. Alright, so you got elevated pulse, and you have an elevated temp. So not a guaranteed symptoms, but it is something we look out for. Any bite marks or anything? Also, how old are you? You're like 15 years old. Alright, well, everything else looks good, so you can go into quarantine. You're fine, you're fine. I may not have to, but okay, well, you have elevated pulse, high temp, you got skin cuts, red eyes. Any bites on you? Everything else looks good. But you're dead. So, see ya. Mm-hmm. Sir, take that off your head. Bite marks. No. Check your pulse and temperature. Yeah, I mean, that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything's good. You good to go to the survivor's block. Lazy Dave. I'll be right back. Gonna get some water. Next, I guess. It's not looking good so far, hombre. Uh, 84 temp, 36-degree pulse. Or 85 pulse, 30 something, 36-degree temp. That's good. Looks like you just have conjunctivitis and freckles. Say yellow eyes. Say yellow eyes? Is that just jaundice? Yeah, it looks like just yellow eyes. You're good to go with the survivor's block. Or inspection. Was that? Whatever. Oh, inspection complete. So I'm going to bed now. Uh-huh. Die. Get him. Get him. Wait, that was one wave? Victory. Um, so the main premise of this game, aside from that small little thing, was I examined survivors for symptoms to make sure they're not infected with a zombie virus. And if they have any infected symptoms, they go to liquidation, which may or may not be a place they get killed. Just don't tell them that. I didn't admit any infected survivors into the apocalypse. That's a win. Gotta feed the people too. Enter base mode. Survivors and provisions go hand in hand. The more survivors you have in the block, the more food they will need. Buildings are how we meet the needs of the survivors and the demands of our mission. You will need to build and upgrade to increase housing, sort of defenses. Power is the lifeblood of the checkpoint. Regularly check on the generator, make sure it has enough fuel, and that the total power consumption of buildings does not exceed generator's power. So we got the canteen, resupply. Those 3 foods in the canteen. How much do I need? I guess 6. Okay, okay. You're responsible for providing 3 critical resources to all survivors: a bed for rest, a designated spot, the canteen, and adequate daily food rations. Failure to meet these needs has immediate consequences for every essential resource that is lacking. Conditions will deteriorate. Survivors who are ill can be restored to health with med kits. The treatment is essential. Okay. A healthy survivor will become sick. A sick survivor will die. Okay, so I need 3 med kits for today. Let's take a look here. Resupply. How much for maxing out? 1200? Sure. Back to work. Any new things? No, just okay. Next up. Someone's got the bad case of jaundice. It was a skin cuts. Jeez, we gotta fight the bear? Holy. And we got yellow eyes, which is not a symptom, just jaundice. Skin cuts. It is something to be look out for. And let's take a temperature and your pulse. Oh my goodness. 194 pulse. That's extreme. That's deadly. That's a symptom right there. What was your temperature? 36. Huh? So you have that going for you. Well, go off to liquidation you go. It's very safe. You won't feel a thing. Next. Look at those eyes. That's crazy. Crazy. Here we go. Right off the bat, you got red eyes, which is a symptom. Let's check your pulse and temperature. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 8639. So you have elevated temp. Okay. Well, you still have red eyes, so that's a zombie right there. You are dead. It's okay. You won't be tired for much longer. Yes, it is necessary. Mr. Yellow Eyes. Or would that be conjunctivitis? I'm gonna put you in quarantine. I'll say conjunctivitis. A bruising on your forehead. Now let's check your pulse and temperature. Okay, 72 and 36. So you're good there. But because of the possible conjunctivitis, I'm gonna send you to quarantine, okay? For inspection. I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe it's yellow eyes. Yeah, so you got the bad case of freckles. Okay, nothing else going on. Check your pulse and temperature. So far, so good. 115.36. Oh, no. Hey, perfect, good. We just got some freckles. Alright, well, off to the starter's block we go. Next. Jesus. That's conjunctivitis. And very bad freckles. And well, you got freckles, conjunctivitis, chicken pulse, and temp. 96 and 36. It's good enough for there, so also gonna send you to quarantine. Poor inspection. I don't get it. I don't know what I'm missing. We got skin cuts, conjunctivitis. Look at pulse and temp. 140 and 38. Elevated pulse, elevated temp. You have skin cuts and conjunctivitis. You're going to. Well, I don't got room in quarantine. Hold on. Be right back. Wait here, man. I'm gonna check you some more. Don't think I checked you earlier. What did you have? Elevated pulse, elevated temp. $155.39. I mean, it's still elevated, but I think you're fine. I'll send you to survivor's block. And then you can go to quarantine. Okay, eyes look good. Your skin looks nice and not cut up. Okay. What were the hiccups? Oh. Ooh, your temperature went up to 43 degrees. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, you hate to see it. Not really. Have fun. What's in here? Upgrades. So, yeah, do I get upgrades here at some point? Okay. Add sound cues for thermal and pulse measurements. Add orange or indicators for high and extreme values. That could be good. Well, let me get this. For sure. And this as well. Perfect. Oh, there's my pretty kitty. This kitty is malnourished. 4 deaths in the block. Oh no! I let through some infected people? It's skin cuts? Fuel is key to keeping the checkpoint alive. You must keep the generator supplied and running. The generator consumes fuel constantly. Be mindful of fuel levels and power output. Each building consumes power. An upgraded building will consume more power. Power on buildings and consume power. Okay. So I got the generator, resupply, fuel, 420. I believe I let through those infected people. Like my 3rd day. Earn resource points to purchase checkpoint upgrades. Increasing the checkpoint's level unlocks new tool upgrades and building upgrades. You'll need these upgrades to detect symptoms more easily and to meet the demands for evaluations. Open the upgrade tab in your tablet. So level 2. Perfect. Scanner, wider cone. Your view. Okay. For base mode. Generator. Grades. Okay, so it generates power. Talk to Georgie. Georgie. True. Slow and dulled reflexes are new symptoms of the virus. Use the reflex hammer. Yeah. Well, actually, first, let me check on the quarantine people. Come on out. What are your symptoms? Conjunctivitis and freckles. And well, the conjunctivitis still looks there. The freckles somehow disappear. I don't know if freckles can disappear. Let's grab the hammer. Okay. Reflexes are good. Let you through. I mean, the freckles are gone, but I'm gonna keep you in quarantine for now. You, come on up. Oh. Hello, game? Weird. Okay. What were your symptoms? You had elevated temp, elevated pulse, skin cuts, conjunctivitis. Well, your conjunctivitis is gone. So that's a plus. Still got some skin cuts. Check your reflexes. Perfect. Oops. Ooh, oh. Wait. That's not considered dead, even though I swear it was shown as red, or is that orange? Guess it's orange. Okay. You can also go back to quarantine. You, sir? What are your symptoms? You had conjunctivitis. Well, that's gone. Let me check the reflexes, though, because I haven't done that yet. I mean, it's like bruising. Yeah, I mean, everything else looks good. You're good to go to survivor's block. Congratulations. Okay, now on to you. You got slack draw, which can't do anything about right now. Excuse you. I'm not having that. Hyper aggressive reflexes for sure. Just took a swing at me. And your pulse and temper good. Everything else looks fine. So quarantine you go. You got a little something right here, right below your eye. You can't miss it. Like what? Guards. Come on, really? Okay. Oof. Okay. Well, that's bite mark right on the cheek. Red eyes. Okay. We got super elevated pulse and a dead temperature. This person is super dead. Last thing to check. Well, the reflexes are good at least, but you're going to liquidation. Oh, it's almost over. All right. Yeah, between your eyes. Holy. You got some skin cuts. You got red eyes. That's pretty a dead symptom. Oh, another person taking a swing at me, huh? Yeah, so I thought. Okay. Hyper aggressive reflexes. You got bite. No, not you don't have a bite mark, but you do have skin cuts and red eyes. You got super elevated pulse. Extreme pulse. Elevated temp. And to liquidation you go. Yeah. Nothing at all. Okay. Dude, you couldn't find a bigger shirt. Put that thing away, man. You're gonna hurt somebody. Um, Elevated pulse and temperature. Let's look at your reflexes. And reflexes seem good. Is that bruising? Guess it's probably considered bruising as well. But you do have elevated temps and stuff, so. Oh, I don't have room in the quarantine zone. Can I upgrade that real quick? Quarantine. There we go. Let me upgrade it so I can fit another person in here because you're going to quarantine. Excuse me, sir? Dude, what are you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Looks good. Take your pulse. Right, pulse and temperature, good. You don't have any cuts on you, any bites. Oh, you look perfectly fine to me. Nothing out of the ordinary. You could go to survivor's block. You got a lot of skin cuts on you. Air pulse and temperature are good. The reflexes. I'm sorry, I think I missed that one. Oh, interesting. That looks like cross reflexes to me. And skin cuts. Poor inspection. What else did I miss? Oh, I probably didn't check the pulse and temperature, did I? Yellow eyes. It's like bruising. Bruises, so far so good. Let me check the reflexes. Those look like absent reflexes. But not a symptom. Take a look at your pulse. Pulse and temperature are good as well. Oh, you're good to go. It's a spot. Hey, no deaths. Alright, well, that was it for the stream today. Hope it was enjoyable. I don't know how I've streamed for, but yeah. It was a little weird. It's a little weird of a game, but yeah. Not streaming tomorrow because I got work. I'm working on the site. I got kickball. Not streaming Friday, Saturday. So next time I stream will probably be Sunday. And figure out what I want to do. But till then, I will be back on Sunday. Bye.